A deal has been made to
Please purchase this text for 1,000 Arc-Foreign gold.
greed is a sin beyond that of
Please purchase this text for 175 triple coins.
greed. Dangers 0. Rarity 7. Sight 3. Speed 2. Greed is a rarity tier 3 entity and can be found as early as floor 8, but it has a spawn requirement. Greed can only spawn once a player commits the sin of greed. The sin of greed is committed when a player has 40 plus the current floor number amount of items in their inventory. For example, on floor 8 you would need 48 items in your inventory. On floor 30 you would need 70 items in your inventory. However, once the sin of greed is committed, it loses this spawn requirement and is added to the entity pool, spawning randomly just like everything else. Greed has two different pathfindings. As long as there are items on the floor, it has objective pathfinding. Objective pathfinding means the entity is pathfinding to a specific objective. In this case, greed will pathfind to the closest item based off where it currently is. Keep in mind it chooses the closest item not by how long it takes to walk to, but how close it physically is to it, ignoring barriers such as walls. Once greed reaches an item, it will turn it into a crystal explosive. Getting close to one of these crystals will charge up its explosion, which will fire out 11 orbs in a circle. Hitting one of these orbs will inflict the player with 3 stacks of the Injured debuff for around 5 seconds per stack. Injured decreases max stamina by 2 per stack. There's a more detailed explanation in my manager video. When greed turns an item into a crystal, it also turns items in its close proximity into crystals as well. If there are no items left on the floor, greed adapts roaming pathfinding. Once a player enters its line of sight, it will play a sound cue and chase the player it saw. Sometimes it will fire out a barrage of dollar signs which all inflict 3 stacks of injured. Admittedly, I don't know how long these stacks last because I never get hit by these. It seems that greed is mildly inspired by Spamton G Spamton from the hit game Deltarune.